What up everybody, it's Toph. Today we're going to be doing finger drumming 102 with my favorite toy, the Roland SP404. Let's get it. Alright guys, so today we're talking about finger drumming again. I got my SP404 SX right here. It's just a sampler machine. It takes files from an SD card and you can assign them to these pads. So right now, I'm in the same orientation we were on the keyboard. I got thumb on a kick drum, first finger on a snare drum, second finger on a closed hi-hat, third finger on an open hi-hat. So I can do the same kind of patterns we did: thumb, first finger, thumb, first, third, thumb, first, thumb, first. All that same stuff that we did the other day. Now when you're working with samples, there's two different kinds. There's a kind that plays when you push it and stops playing when you stop pushing it. So these samples on this first row are like that. I push it and it starts, I stop pushing it and it stops. There's another kind of sample that'll play all the way through. Even when you're not pushing it. And then when it gets to the end of the sample, it stops. You can also loop it. So now I'm just going to push it and that's just going to keep going. It's just going to play over and over and over again until I stop it. And it's important to figure those out before you start making beats, because you don't want to play this guy and then play this guy and have this guy still be going. You want to know the pattern that you want to do. So the pattern that I'm going to want to do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Alright, and that gives me a little chord progression that I can play with. So if I put all those things together, then we should have a beat. With the drum sounds, you got to think about that same thing. So I don't want this hi-hat to loop. Especially with the open hi-hat, I want to be able to choke it so that it doesn't just play out the whole time. If I turn this gate thing off, it'll just play the whole time. If I turn the gate on, it only plays when I put my finger on it. Now the kick drum, that's just one sample that just plays all the way through and stops. Same thing with this kick drum right here. One sample plays all the way through and stops, plays all the way through and stops. Whether I hold my finger on it or not, it still plays all the way through the sample and then it stops. Whereas these guys will only play when I'm touching them. And this guy will play all the way through the sample and not stop because it's looping. Alright, so now let's see if I can make a beat out of this. Make sense? So that's finger drumming 102. The most important things we learned today is that there are different kinds of samples. One of them that just goes when you press it, and one of them that goes when you press it and stops when you stop pressing it. Those are the two types. Alright guys, so that was finger drumming 102. Catch me soon. I'll be coming out with more videos. I'm going to try to put 3 up a week, so like and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you get a notification every time MRC comes out with a new video, so you can stay up to date with all this stuff. I know there's a lot of craziness going around with the coronavirus right now. We're all stuck at home. Nothing better to do than to make music. So I'll see you guys soon.